think this could be Cherry Valley.
Okay, these are old Indian pots.
That's behind the Mountain View.
And I believe, let me see here, these were all found by Alice Carpenter. She was a very famous oracleite who went out and found things like this.
I love to find where.
And you can see the dates on there.
I love this photograph.
Is it the same one?
Interesting. Very, very beautiful.
No, because this one has.
Looks like this one she actually found in pieces and put back
Oh yeah,
together
it's filled
again.
up.
And the triangle from the ranch is pretty great.
Here's some information about Alice Carpenter.
Motor picnic fields.
Here's what she used to dig with. Excuse me. That's all right. You can look. I'm just taking. I'm just doing a little video.
Is it a little, when you're talking, this?
That's fine. It doesn't matter. Anybody. It's very informal. I'm going to be posting.
These actually, she dug up these? These
Yeah, she dug up all of them.
Carpenters?
Yes,
Can you imagine the thrill?
Yep. You know, there was another woman who I can't remember her name, but she took us out when we were kids in the 50s, and she'd drive out in her. She had this '39 Ford, and she'd drive us out into the desert, and she'd be able to spot these mounds that she could tell there was Indian stuff in it, and we'd go and she'd start digging around, she'd find something every time, like a metate or something like this.
She just had the sense of where people had been.
Yeah.
She had that feeling for it. Is that her writing? She described it.
Is that hers? I don't even know if that's hers.
Oh,
I don't know.
I would bet you
I would
anything.
assume it is.
That's a 1931 Auburn.
Oh wow, she was a very pretty woman, huh? I never knew her.
Real tiny, but
Tiny woman. Who's Les Fuller?
Look, this is from, Charles, this is from the Linda Vista Ranch.
I know.
there's a huge site. Well, you know, the Linda Vista was huge.
I'm going to go elsewhere.
Was this up toward the highway?
So Leslie Fuller came from a family of 7 generations of New England painters.
Oh, you're kidding.
Artists.
She did.
Leslie Fuller.
Oh, he did
Okay, these are some Apaches.
So she went from Paris to hanging out with Hemingway and
It talks about acorns. They would come up here and gather acorns, which they would grind and use in baking. Or oracles covered with. Hi, John.
That's where they put the Apaches over here in the corner.
Yeah. Anyway, the Indians used to come up here and harvest the acorns because the oracle is basically a forest of emery oak. Excuse me. This is the old Stewart House, which is right across the street from my home, and it pretty much looks the same as now. Hasn't really changed that much in structure. Here are the people. I have some of the men that built the 1890s. They came.
Were they still there? When was that?
Here is a picture of Oracle, Rancho Linda Vista. You can see it's quite a while ago. It doesn't have a date on it anywhere. There's no date, but I don't know. I can't really. There's nothing really to tell me how old that is, but it must have been at least. Well, I know the Rancho Linda Vista was built in the 20s, I think, so it can't be any older than that. It's 3C Ranch here.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Here's some more. I wonder how specific this is to. Oh, this is not specific to Oracle. This is about General West, ranching and that sort of thing. This is a Smithsonian display. Here is a map from the 1940s of Oracle. My home is right up here. See that little square right there? That's it. That's the Terry House. This is the Bachman Homestead, 1903. I have no idea what that is, where that is.
Live here in Norville.
My grandparents, I've been here off and on. I live here permanently now. But the Terry family is my family, and they've been here since 1910. Yeah.
So we hiked in the Arizona Trail and we went by up on a hill. There was this huge house and
Oh, you're talking about hijinks, by chance?
way up there, way up on the hill, a couple buildings, huge buildings.
You might be talking about the hijinks, which was Buffalo Bill's property.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was here. He had a mining claim here in the early 1900s.
And now what is where?
It's called Hijinks, and it's owned by, I don't know who owns it now, but it's the same property. Yeah. I'm sort of doing it's okay if we talk, but I have to sort of continue with the documentary. I'm sort of doing this that's going to sort of keep track of what we're doing. These are two more canali paintings. I keep forgetting the first name of the gentleman who was the painter, but I'll think of it. Here is a map of Oracle. From what date? I forgot the date. Anyway, it's looks like an old surveyor's map. 1929. You can see the Pinal County line there. And down south here would be getting into Tucson. And then we go north and here's Pepper Sauce Canyon. Here is Oracle up there. And we are actually in this building right there. That's the Acadia where we are. Go on in. Let me get by here. Put this one down. Thank you. Here is a brief about Oracle. I'm going to just record it here for a little bit, but you can always back up the video to read it fully if you want. I'm not going to read it out loud.
But the thing that you realize when you see through the whole history of New York is it's really the perfect city.
This is a view of Oracle and the Acadia Ranch about before 1890. The Acadia Ranch is right here. That's the building we are in. It's right there. Oracle American Avenue goes right across here. See that silhouette of the hills and mountains there? You can always tell when you're in Oracle by looking at this peak right here. This short peak. It's very distinctive. And you can always tell when you're on a picture of Oracle because, especially from certain angles, you know that it's in Oracle. Here is some of the tent homes that were used by miners and different people in Oracle in the mining days. Here's another example of one of these tents with snow on it. Hey David.
Right, but you do it. Feel free.
Okay, now we're going to see Leslie Clay Terry was my grandfather, and now she read this here. And there's my grandfather on the right. That's Leslie Clay Terry. That was taken in 1909 in his general store. He was born in 1880, so he would have been about 29 there. And here's the outside of the store. And here is, I believe my grandfather's brother is the guy doing the hair cutting. I never met him. His name was Robert Terry.
It was across the way.
Here are some more pictures of the Terry store.
So I think the serve meeting is a little long.
This is the Stewart house.
Is that for your own personal
Here's the front portion of the Acadia, which looks just like that now, except it doesn't have the Victrola.
I have to ask, is that for your own personal use?
I'm actually going to post it so people can see it on YouTube.
Oh, are you?
There'll be several videos though. And I will, I'm going to send an email out about how to get access to it. So. Here's Buffalo Bill, by the way, sitting. This is Buffalo Bill right there. He would come to Oracle. He had a mine up here, and he would come to Oracle. And he'd be Santa Claus for the kids and that sort of thing.
Well, I mean, it does. Well, I know I've mentioned this in the other meetings, but you know, like
Here's the Mountain View Hotel with Josie Box Neal, which is Annie Box Neal's sister. Annie's a famous oracle. My fingers are getting kind of in this hand are getting kind of shaky because I'm holding this one. Anyway, this is steadier. Here's a blurb on the Mountain View. There's another view of the Mountain View. And this is the Mountain View night, about 1894. And here is a blurb of the Neals, so I hope you can read that. I'm not. Here's that picture I showed you before. William Curly Buffalo Bill next to William Curly Buffalo Bill.
You guys probably see this really evolve over time.
Here's the Oracle Union Church, which still looks exactly the same. Hasn't changed at all. And here's the St. Helens Catholic Church, about 1930. It also looks, it doesn't look exactly the same anymore, but the bell tower is still there. This is the Estill House. Stewart House. These are all famous structures. And this is the Stewart Library, which became the Oracle Public Library for some time. And here are some pictures of entertainment, parties, and
I'm tired to move.
So can we put any of this stuff on the table, like some of the exhibits and stuff, and get pictures of them?
As far as I know, I think so. Because I mean, yeah, I think they made sure that they
here is a picture of the Acadia from 1908.
themselves are not
Pretty much looks the same.
copyright holding, you can't do stuff like that.
Actually, I think what I'll do, I'll take some, show you some. Here's another thing from when
We'll probably do a
Acadia was a
slideshow.
tuberculosis cemetery. These are their pictures. Originally, it was designed as a sanatorium for
Get